Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another FIFA 22 video. But today I'm going to be explaining to you and hopefully helping you on how you can qualify a little bit easier for FUT Champs. I get this a lot in my comments. I've had this a lot. I've seen this a lot. People are saying, you know, I keep struggling to qualify for FUT Champs. I can't get into the weekend league. I keep failing. What can I do to be better or to get better or to make it easier on myself to be able to qualify for weekend league? Now, first and foremost, this may seem very, very harsh, and I want to get it out in the open straight away so that there's no confusion later on. But if you are someone who is consistently week in and week out struggling to qualify for weekend league, it's probably just simply because you're not good enough. Now, in terms of qualifying for FUT Champs, obviously you need to go 5 wins and 4 losses, which isn't very, very difficult. You know, to be able to win 1 game more than you lose over a 9-game set of games shouldn't be too difficult. And if you are someone who is consistently struggling to do that, the bottom line is you're probably just not good enough to qualify for weekend league, because to win 5 games and lose, and you can afford to lose 4, shouldn't be too difficult, especially considering that you are at certain points, even if you go, like, let's say you start 0-2, your form is now -2, so you should be coming up against some easier opponents. And if you're still struggling to even get 5 wins on a consistent basis, now I've heard this before, some people are like, oh, last week I got ranked 2, this week I didn't qualify first time, and that happens, and that can happen. Now, it hasn't happened to me personally yet, but from my experience last week, I was 5-4. I had to win my last game to get in. You know, the first 2 games I just got unlucky matchmaking, came up against 2 Bundesliga professional players, was 0-2, and I had to kind of really scramble to get into the weekend league, and that can happen from time to time. So if you're someone who just occasionally misses out or struggles, that can happen. You're not going to breeze through it 5 wins out of 5 every single time. But if you're someone who consistently, week in and week out, has struggled to qualify for weekend league, the bottom line is just not good enough. So you have to go away, you have to practice. Now, there's lots of people, including myself, that will make lots of tutorials, lots of guides and how you can get better, and showing you lots of ways on how to get better. But ultimately, you need to go away and you need to practice. You need to go and practice the basics of defending and attacking and just everything. It's not just going to be one little tweak and all of a sudden you start qualifying for weekend league. Obviously, your game as a whole is consistently not good enough to get into weekend league. And even if you did scrape into weekend league, if you're someone who is consistently not getting in, and let's say 1 week you do get in, you'll get absolutely battered by everybody. Because if you can barely get through the playoffs, once the player base has been thinned out and it's just good players, you'll get spanked by everybody and probably will struggle to even win a game unless it's 3 wins given to you. So you need to go away and you need to practice, and you just need to improve your game. You need to work out, and whether that be recording games. We've done lots of videos. I'll link the video to how to get better if you want to go and watch that, and how are some of our best tips on how you can get better. But we'll make lots of videos on certain things. But just to begin with, you just obviously need to work on the basics, whether that be defending, stop diving into tackles, stop lunging into tackles, be a little bit more clever with your attacks. And it's just very, very detailed things, but you need to obviously go and practice the basics first to make sure you've got them nailed before you can move on to the next step and improve and get better, and then hopefully qualify for weekend league. In terms of something that you can do to maybe get yourself some easier matchmaking, now this is something that we did cover in a previous video when it came to qualifying for FUT Champs, and I don't know if that video had any impact, or if it's maybe just people just being clever, or just, you know, maybe it's just simply it's the easy thing to do. A lot of people, as we suggested in that video, was to obviously wait for Thursday, wait until Thursday, because most people will try and get in, you know, FUT Champs finished on a Sunday, most people try and re-qualify on a Monday and a Tuesday, and then it should hopefully leave the people who are struggling and a bit easier on a Thursday. Now, from my experience, certainly in the last month, what I found is actually Thursday has been the most difficult day to qualify. And hence why I don't know if my video had any impact. Maybe other people have made content, and just generally maybe people are thinking that's the logical thing. Thursday is actually found to be the hardest day to qualify, because maybe all of the good players are waiting till Thursday to, you know, to scrape up some of the easier wins. So actually, at the moment, it seems like the easiest time to qualify would be straight after FUT Champs has just finished. You know, on a Monday, on a Tuesday is the best time. I keep leaving my games till Thursday, and the last 4 weekend leagues have been by far the most difficult qualification processes that I've had. Absolutely 100%. Start of the year, I was breezing it, 5-0 every single time, and I've been leaving my games till late. So one thing I'd recommend if you are somebody who is struggling, Try not to leave your games till that Thursday or late on Thursday or anything like that. Try and get them done Monday, Tuesday. Get them done a little bit earlier, because at the moment it seems like the easier matchmaking for qualifications will be on the Monday and Tuesday and not on the Thursday. So it's something that may change. Maybe now everybody starts doing it Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday becomes easier, and then it changes. But at the moment, I'd recommend doing it on a Monday and a Tuesday. So to recap, in terms of qualification, if you're someone who is consistently struggling, I'd recommend that you are obviously just not good enough at the moment. That doesn't mean you can't get better. It just means that you obviously need to find the weaknesses in your game and the things that keep letting you down game in, game out, because there'll be some things that are consistently letting you down. You just need to work on what those things are and find fixes for them, and just become a bit more of a well-rounded player, and all of a sudden you'll come in, and whether that's players, whether that's tactics, whether that is your game, you need to go and work that out. And if you are someone who just wants better matchmaking at the moment, and this will change and this could change going forwards, I'd recommend getting your games done earlier rather than later. So hopefully this video did help, and hopefully you guys have found this useful. If you did, drop a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe as well if you are new to the channel. But that is all for today, guys. Have an awesome day. I'm out.